Good morning. I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines. The DeSantis administration steered $92 million last year in leftover federal COVID stimulus money to a controversial highway interchange project that directly benefits a top political donor. The Washington Post reports the decision by the FDOT to use money from the 2021 American Rescue Plan for the I-95 interchange at Pioneer Trail Road near Daytona Beach fulfilled a years-long effort by Maury Husseini, a politically connected housing developer who owns 2 large tracts of land abutting the project. The funding, approved shortly after DeSantis' re-election, expedited that project by more than a decade, according to state documents. Husseini plans to develop the land, which includes a sensitive watershed once targeted for conservation by the state, into approximately 1,300 dwelling units in 650,000 square feet of non-residential use, including an outdoor village shopping district. Government documents obtained by the Post show a steady relationship between DeSantis and Husseini. In 2018, Husseini helped DeSantis arrange a round of golf at Augusta National in Georgia, and a year later donated a golf simulator worth over $27,000 to the governor's mansion. During the 2022 campaign cycle, companies controlled by Husseini gave over $360,000 to political groups that benefited the DeSantis re-election campaign, according to campaign finance records. An election watchdog has filed a second complaint against Governor Ron DeSantis' political campaign, alleging a Canadian hedge fund made more than a $167,000 illegal campaign contribution to his operation. The Miami Herald is reporting that the nonpartisan Campaign Legal Center is asking the Federal Election Commission to investigate Toronto-based ECN Capital Corporation for allegedly violating federal campaign finance laws. Campaign reports filed with the Florida Secretary of State's office show that ENC Capital gave more than $53,000 in contribution to DeSantis and his PAC, Friends of Ron DeSantis, in 2022, including over $28,000 of in-kind donations, which were disclosed only as transportation. Between 2018 and 2022, ECN Capital's U.S. subsidiaries gave a total of $112,000 to the PAC. The Federal Election Campaign Act prohibits such contributions to U.S. elections and also bans foreign nationals from participating in any decision-making process with regards to political contributions. Floridians will be able to carry concealed guns without a permit beginning Saturday. It's more than one of 200 laws passed during the recent legislative session that take effect July 1st. Governor Ron DeSantis signed the bill in April, which eliminates mandatory training, licensing fees, and background checks needed to carry a gun. UCF political professor Aubrey Jewett says there are some concerns that this new permitless carry law may result in an increase in violent crime. He cites a 2019 study by the Journal of Empirical Legal Studies.
And they found that states that adopted these right to carry laws, permitless carry, this kind of thing, saw an increase in violent crime over the next decade of between, say, 10 and 15%.
The new law allows anyone who can legally own a gun in Florida to carry one without a permit. People who do carry must provide valid ID if requested by law enforcement. A new report shows that common plastics are polluting shorelines. WMNF's Chris Young reports with the 4th of July holiday coming up, an environmental group is calling for the U.S. to declare its independence from single-use plastics.
The report identified the top 5 plastics polluting beaches and waterways around the world. Dr. Anya Brandon is the Associate Director of U.S. Plastics Policy at Ocean Conservancy.
So these 5 items include things like cigarette butts, which are actually made out of plastic, plastic bags, plastic straws and stir, plastic foam foodware, and of course, plastic cutlery.
The report claims that eliminating these 5 would cut 450 billion pieces of plastic from circulation annually. The study cites local efforts such as straw bans in Seattle and foam foodware bans in California that they feel the country should adapt. And on a smaller scale, Dr. Brandon says everyone can help out going into this holiday weekend.
Everyone has an important role to play in stopping plastic pollution. You can do your part by joining formal beach cleanups or simply picking up trash that you see when you're out there celebrating the holiday with your family.
You can read the full report at oceanconservancy.org. I'm Chris Young in Tampa.
3 Tampa Bay Tech alumni are planning to build a new affordable housing development in partnership with the city of Tampa. WMNF's Josh Holton reports their company was selected for a $3 million state grant to help fund a 10-unit project just north of Ybor City.
The development will only be for households earning 50 to 80% or below the area median income. For a family of 4 to qualify, that means the total household income has to be below $69,500 annually. Dontavius Pittman and 2 of his friends met in high school, and they started PDG after college. Newly elected city council member Gwendolyn Henderson said this is a new beginning for a promising black-owned business in Tampa.
To see young African-American males standing together shoulder to shoulder, building a company called the Pittman Group and Shakers, for the sake of development. That is new.
Pittman said he will be keeping the development within the character of the community.
It'll be similar fabric to what's in place now in Ybor City, being that we're in a historic district. So we're going to have front porches on this thing. We're going to use siding. It's going to be luxury affordable.
During the press conference, multiple people could be seen sleeping on the sidewalk near the site on 22nd Street and Columbus Drive, but Henderson is hopeful for the future.
You got to believe in spaces when it comes to development that are not all pristine and pretty, so that's where it starts. And Tampa Heights started that way, and you look at us now.
Pittman said he wants to bring life back to the corner, which has sat dormant for so long.
If we can get some of the other business owners to start reinvesting in the community, some more housing going up in the area, I think this area will definitely thrive within the next 10 years.
He says rents will be less than $1,300 per month. Tampa is one of the most expensive cities for renters, with the majority of them paying over $1,200 per month, according to a new analysis by Clever Real Estate. For WMNF News, I'm Josh Holton in Tampa.
It's going to be partly sunny and hot again today with a high of 95, but a heat index between 100 and 105 degrees. There is a slight chance we could see some showers. High of 96 on Friday with just a 10% chance for a shower.